Catfishing is so prevalent and you have to be really careful. You know, when you're talking to someone online, it's just like something feels a little off. They move a little too fast. They're a little too charming and complimentary, too good to be true. Then that is a red flag because real people are not nearly as immediately in love typically. So let's talk about why people catfish. It's not always what you would think. It's not always that logical. Sometimes it is just a straight up scam, right? But often it's something more like loneliness. People create fake identities, not necessarily to hurt you, but just to escape themselves. Doesn't make it right, but often that is what's happening on their end. You know, they're not getting connection and validation in real life. They feel like a loser or unloved or something. And so they build a persona that they think will receive that kind of attention. Someone who's hotter, cooler, whatever it may be, who can get romantic attention. And so it's like a cosplay, digital cosplay. Low self-esteem plays a huge role. You know, if someone feels like unworthy or invisible, pretending to be someone else and being able to be seen and get attention can be very addictive, especially if you don't believe you could get that as your real self. So there's that escapism. You know, if life sucks, disappear into a fantasy. Of course, this fantasy hurts other people, but they really push that out of their mind. Some people do it out of boredom or revenge, just to mess with people. There is that. They are chasing a thrill of sorts, and or you know, they're just really shitty people, like just trying to be mean. Often there's also like experimentation. Like a guy might be like, what would it feel like to be a hot girl? And then they try it and see, they want to experience what that feels like. And then they end up in a story that they have a hard time getting out of or don't want to get out of because it's a thrill. So whether it's about validation or power or pain or whatever, it doesn't really matter. People still get hurt and it sucks. None of these are excuses. So if you've been catfished and you feel dumb, you're not dumb. It's a huge problem. It's happened to so many people. So just be so careful online. If someone is love bombing you, oversharing, dodging calls or video chats, dodging meeting up in real life, please take that very, very seriously. Do Google reverse image searches. Please look for those images online. Look for signs that photos and whatnot are AI. You know, if everything is like a little too perfected, maybe it's not even a real photo. I have seen like dating Facebook groups where people are like, does anybody know this guy? I'm talking to him. And it turns out, and everyone's like, that's not a real person. That's an AI photo. And because it's getting harder and harder to tell. So you just have to be so careful. Really be cynical. Be cynical. Protect yourself in this world. Have you ever been catfished? Do you have any warning signs you can share with other people? And what do you think? Did I miss any reasons, do you think, that people catfish? Let me know. I'm curious.